Okay, I'm back. This is the current state of the robot so far. Still haven't found a better method of basically um, scoring points than to do the conveyor method. Um, or the carriage method, I guess. Yep. Last time I had the drivetrain. The drivetrain has changed a little bit, but not too much. Basically the same thing. And I've now added the intake, the sweeper intake. I have yet to add the arms intake thing. So, some things to note, I guess. I put in, how the lift slash intake is going to work is that I'm not sure if I should make it two separate mechanisms or one mechanism and then we have a servo to shift over to lift. Um, yeah, I don't know if we should, what we should do for there. You see, if we have two motors on both lift and intake, then we have more power to each subsystem. So we could theoretically lift the robot faster and intake faster. Um, this also means that we might be able to do a brake easier. Yet I don't know how that would work exactly if, um, never mind. Forget what I just said about the brake. But yeah, um, if we just do two separate subsystems, then everything's going to run slower, but it's less likely chance of failure if one of them fails and the other one doesn't fail. Um, in in order to the thing I'm going to use to shift is I'm going to 3D print a ball shifter. Um, Here, I'm not sure if they have a picture of it easily, but they yeah, it doesn't look like it, but it's a really reliable way of shifting that Vex Pro uses. And since we're not having huge FRC stresses on it, we can pretty easily 3D print it. So yeah, I'm gonna make a really good shifter that like won't fail ever, hopefully. So yeah, I want opinions to see if we should have two different subsystems or one subsystem. The motor placement is also key. You see, 6 motors are all towards the front bottom, which makes the center of gravity right now about right here. Um, which means, wait, what does this mean? Yeah, which means that when we have our lift system like right here and extended like over here, we'll be less likely to tip. Yet we are probably still very likely to tip, so we need the arms from a previous video I said. So how the intake works is pretty simple. This chain is attached to this chain, and then these two side chains are powered by motors. Uh-oh, my computer just froze. There it goes. And then this chain is, wait, no. This chain is attached to that chain. This chain is attached to this chain, and this chain is attached to this chain. This is at a 2-to-1 gear ratio because you have to cut off half of these because you would be over 18 inches. And currently, this little hood thing I have is over 18 inches. I just realized that, so I need to probably remove it. I wonder how much over 18 we are. Wow, it's at 19.5. Okay. Is this top thing over 18? I don't think it was. It's at 17.5. Okay. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to lower this thing. That's okay. Um, how this works is that it's just this can be wood or polycarbonate, and I am using the bearings to get more, less friction out of it, which less friction and more strength, which in result means faster turning. Um, and then yeah, this little piece is actually part of the whole drivetrain piece, and this is a separate piece right here because I didn't want to have to CNC mill both of these together because that's a really big piece. If we ever need to modify the intake, we have to also take off the drivetrain, which is going to be a pain. So yeah, um, tell me what you guys think. I think it's pretty good, and it's pretty easy to. It's like nothing's terribly difficult to build. We can probably build all this pretty fast. And yeah, oh, wait, one more thing about the lift. Um, so when making the lift, I was going to originally put the lift right here and have the hook facing like have the hook like right here, and then have another axle running here with a spool on it, and then this motor attached to that one instead of attaching to the intake. But when I did that, I found out that so here's what our robot would look like when we were hooked onto this. And if you notice, this is actually going to contact this leg, so we can't actually be there. In fact, we actually have to be pretty far in the middle so we clear this leg thing. So if we look back at the robot right now, we have to be in the middle. So there's no way we're sticking an elevator right there, right in the middle of the intake. That's like impossible. If we do it on the side, then we obviously it our elevator, a huge lifting system is going to be right here too. So it might be hard to power that. It's possible, but I think it's difficult. Um, and just no way we can do it on the back because that's where all the carriages are going to be going in and out from. There's no way we can fit that. It's also in the exact opposite direction where we want to keep our center of gravity, which is right here at the front. Okay, so what I thought of is okay, let's don't position the robot like that. Let's position it like that. And boom, now we have good clearance on both of the legs. This might mean that we come down a little bit more uneven, but I think we're gonna have to straighten ourselves out with the walls anyway. So I don't think it's gonna be a terribly difficult problem. So yeah, I'm thinking in order to latch onto this thing, we just have we just have a hook that goes on there with a 3D printed funnel guide thing. And we stick that like right here somewhere. Or like right here. Um, I don't know if you guys want to tell me how the arms is supposed to work as the second part of the intake, how the arms are supposed to go like this kind of. Please tell me how to do that. Should I use like two servos per one or one servo per arm? Um, if it is one servo per arm, are they meant to like fold back in here and then come out like that? So yeah, that's a little bit confusing about how that's supposed to work. So yeah, please post comments.